I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show.
This is the Nassau Morning Madhouse.
I'm Colton
Yeah.
Murray.
Yeah. Excitement.
Introduce yourselves.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
I'm Jamie Levine.
Yeah, there we
Tyler
go.
Murphy, also known as Broside and Lord of the Bro Show.
Oh, boy.
See, I did it normal that time. Respectable.
I did. I see that. This is going to be a long morning, folks.
It will be.
516-572-7440. Call us up. Tell us how we're doing. I would love to hear from fans. We had one fan on the Nassau Morning Madhouse, and we had one fan on Friday's show, and he called up, and he was just like, yeah, we love the song that you're playing. And my favorite thing is Chrissy Curls, one of the hosts on the Friday morning show. She picks up the phone, and she's like, oh, well, thank you. She hangs it up. There's like a 15-second disconnect. But like she's just staring into space for 15 seconds. Like a complete disconnect from reality.
Wow.
And I'm like, what did he say? And she's like, oh, I don't know.
Nice.
I'm like, what?
Nice.
You don't understand. She was pondering the existence of life itself.
Oh,
in that
my
moment.
God. I was like, is she having an existential crisis over there? Is everything okay?
Out of body experience.
Oh, man. So we were talking about what's the worst scenario you can have for before/after a prom. And before we get into the story, I want to know what's going on with you guys. Did you guys have an experience like this, a really good or really bad experience with prom?
Yeah, I had a pretty bad one.
Well, why don't you tell us, Broside, Lord of the Broshin?
Brosidon found out he had a stalker after his prom.
Oh,
So,
man.
Brosidon went with a friend because Brosidon was not flying stag. And a friend of mine brought his ex-girlfriend at the time because they already brought tickets and they got matching prom dresses. But couples dance, he was standing there alone with her. That's it. All 300 other people were dancing. So me, out of the goodness of my soul, as a servant to humankind, was like, you know what? I'll dance with her. You dance with my date. I didn't know she had a massive crush on me and had a stalker for 2 years later.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
That was
Nice.
not a fun way to find out.
That's fun. That sounds
She
like
was also 4 years younger than me, so it was really weird.
Oh, that's weird.
I was 18, she was 15.
Oh,
or 14. That's not how
no.
math works. Yeah,
Wait,
no.
Why did she get invited?
I was like, is that a thing?
Because my friend was 17, so it was okay.
That's not okay.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's
That's not
okay, my
okay.
friend.
I was mentally scarred.
I mean, a 14-year-old at prom. She was a freshman, if that's the case.
She was a freshman when we were seniors.
That's no. Oh,
I know.
You don't get to go to prom until the senior year. I don't
Or
care.
junior year. But, you know.
No. You wait for that.
You have to earn it.
All right, Jamie, what you got?
I missed like the one slow dance because my ex-boyfriend went to go smoke a cigarette instead, and I was just standing there with all these people like, good, I have a date, but like he's not here because he just doesn't want to be here right now, it's not a big deal or anything. Plus, before prom, we both forgot the corsages, so we both had to leave before the limo got here, and we had to run to our houses and pick it up, and we're like, it's all good, we're prepared, we're ready for pictures, it's all good.
Yeah, I don't get the whole deal with the corsage thing. I don't get that at all.
It's just a flower that's going to die in 5 minutes.
It's stupid.
I understand. It's symbolic.
That's like $30. You don't really need to spend.
But it's so pretty.
I know. You got a plastic one.
I got stabbed 6 times getting that thing put on. I was not having it.
Who put it on?
Your date puts it on. And I got stabbed 6 times
mom
in the
did
chest. Well, no, it was symbolic. We wanted pictures, and I was bleeding profusely.
Oh, that's always good.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, so Tyler, while we're talking about that, let me see that thing that you have.
Pretty much the reason that this is all brought up is because I was, in my infinite wisdom, scouring the far sources of the internet.
Oh, that's
And
never good.
I found this wonderful thing about a mom who spent $300 on a custom-made dress for her daughter's prom that she wanted. It was supposed to be a replica of one that was sold out. She picked it up the day of prom, didn't see what it looked like, and it was pretty much just tatters of feathered cloth over sheer.
Oh, no.
It looks like something you would wear on Halloween instead of a prom. And
I mean, we could put it up on the 90.3 Facebook or the Twitter.
We'll put that up because it is something you need to see yourself.
That is something.
It's absolutely horrifying that they would want to send a 17-year-old child to a prom with 200 other I don't even want to say students, because if you go in that, they just turn into beasts, and they take the dress actually looks like she fought 6 lions trying to get to prom. So it could be pretty awesome. Like, she could walk in, fake blood everywhere, be like, I had to fight through lionesses to be here. Which would have been prom queen immediately. But no, it's just, and then even worse, the designer who made it wouldn't give them a refund or a reimbursement.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
You requested this.
It has a happy ending because the mom's friend came in clutch with her older daughter's old prom dress that she lent. So happy
there
ending.
you go.
That's
But
how you do
$300 still down the drain.
Yeah,
It's all good.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Some of these dresses are ridiculous. Like they're the dumbest things I've
Oh my
ever
God.
seen.
There was one chick at my senior year who came in with a dress that was pale blue on top, like probably about to mid torso, and then swan feathers to the floor. It was
That's
terrible.
sick, though.
That's sick, but I think she was allergic because she didn't stop sneezing all night. It was
Oh,
great.
God. Obviously wasn't planned
your
out.
dress is
Beauty is pain.
had hives halfway through prom, looking like a crack addict, just scratching herself in the corner. Like,
Don't mind me.
tell me I look pretty.
I deserve this.
This is the Nassau Morning Madhouse.
Our mission? To start your day the perfect way.
Do we choose to accept it?
Well, okay, I guess so.
90.3 WHPC.
I'm Colton Murray, your host.
You just. It sounded
nice-
like you needed a nice refreshing.
I did. I needed a nice sip of fresh air and a nice sip of cold coffee.
I need a nice sip of caffeine.
I'm
done.
I
done.
I know she's so done. But what do you think of that, the whole coffee thing? I think that's incredible.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
I thought
but
it was coffee, but someone said it meant coverage. It was like an autocorrect thing. Not an autocorrect, but just like a mistake for it.
How does autocorrect to something that doesn't exist?
What do you mean?
that's the point of autocorrect, to erase the things that don't
Yeah,
exist.
no.
So like when you meant to say one word, but it comes out like duck or something, that's okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's not okay.
No, see, my autocorrect knows I'm a terrible person. So when I actually try to type duck, it switches it, and I'm like, well, I wasn't trying to upset you, but apparently autocorrect doesn't like you very much.
Yeah, for real. So, you all have iPhones, right?
Yes.
No.
All right.
No, okay.
You don't have an iPhone?
S8 Plus, baby.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me. You were
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
get
an
me over
Android
that.
man.
You were
Yo,
trying to get me over there.
Real talk. 6.2-inch screen and free VR with it?
Listen, I don't need to hear nothing about that. It's not the size of the screen, it's how you use it,
No,
my
but
friend.
I am poor. But I am
with
poor.
words.
I am poor, and it came with a free $100 VR, which I can watch Netflix on, which makes me think I have an 80-inch TV on my wall.
Oh, that's cool.
So it makes me feel pseudo-rich because it's like, when you watch, I thought when I was watching Netflix on, I was just going to get like full surround of the show. So I was trying to watch Archer.
Oh, yes.
Because Green Arrow was my favorite. Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to get Green Arrow on my face and I'm going to love it. But it actually seats you in like a chair in like this ski lodge with a fire going. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I wasn't trying to be romance, Samsung, but you have me now. Show me your next phone.
Oh, man. Okay, maybe. And you know what I really love? I was watching YouTube the other day. You know how they have all those YouTube ads going on?
Yeah.
My favorite thing that I've ever seen from Samsung so far is that they put up an ad, like actually really highlighting the details of how much work they put into their batteries now.
Yes.
They're just like, we test our battery, so you get the best phone.
So wait, they didn't test it before?
Apparently
They did.
not. I
So-
mean, they
How
did, but
dare
they
you.
didn't test it as well.
I got the
obviously.
insight because I used to work for phones. I was
Yeah.
a Best Buy mobile salesperson.
Uh-huh.
So the last time
That was actually fairly recently. Did
That
you
was.
just recently
I-
quit that?
yes, sir.
Okay.
to go to do this because they wouldn't get me off for it. So I was like,
Hey.
hey, bye.
Awesome.
Yeah, no.
Congratulations.
Commitment. But they,
Sean, pay this man.
he pays me in Papa John's.
That's fair.
That is. I mean, you see a big dude and you're like, how am I paying this man? Food. But they actually used to there was like a 3-step battery check and it was usually pretty good. They didn't check it on full processing with the Note 7, which is what made it blow up.
Oh.
With this, they have a 6-step battery check with $2.1 billion invested into it.
That's what they said.
That is double what they lost with Note 7s blowing up. and it was just this phone is the bomb, but not literally the bomb.
Oh,
Because
you're
I can
so funny.
You know what?
You can take it on planes.
Yes.
Like, my favorite thing is I just flew out to Delray Beach. I had to go for work the other day.
Yeah.
And when I was booking the plane ticket, it said things you can't take on the plane. It was like you can't take knives. Obviously, you can't take firearms on the plane. And then right at the end was Samsung Galaxy Note 7s. I was crying. I'm like, okay, that's amazing.
Nice.
They re-released them refurbished in Vietnam to test the waters. So if you hear of Vietnamese people blowing up, there's no war going on. It's just phones.
It's okay to insure them, you know?
Oh,
Like,
my God.
I found that hysterical that they're like, oh, it's okay to release it in Vietnam.
All right, so speaking of iPhones and not iPhones,
Phones.
Samsung, phones in general, Apple is notorious for updating and killing their previous versions, right?
Yes.
So iOS 11 is on its way.
Oh, God.
I'm nervous about that.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about it, and there's a reason why. But if
He's just sipping his drink like, I don't care.
You are the scourge of humanity, I promise you. And so, as we're talking about that, we all know what's happening, but we're going to tell you guys in the next break. What do you think would be a good update for iOS 7? iOS 11, not 7. 7
I was
was
like,
a while
wait,
ago.
did
Seven
you
was a while
just say
ago.
7?
We're stuck on this Note 7 thing. I get it.
Yeah.
It was a huge success. It legitimately blew up, but you need to move on from this.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, words can't describe how much I hate
You know what? I decided I want to practice being a father, so I thought of the worst puns I could ever do.
Stop it right now. So if you could have your hand in this update, what would you update?
the one thing that I don't like that I know that they're touching is the texting thing. Like, so whenever you screenshot.
No, don't say anything. We're doing that next.
I'm sorry.
saying if there's anything
But
you
that
could,
scared me.
anything
like, I
you
just
can
want
want, anything you want from this next update, what would it
I want
be?
them to like make Siri better, because sometimes you say something and it's like, wait, what? I don't know what that is. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what that is? I've been telling you for the past 3 months what
I'm
it is.
literally sitting in my car like, call my mother.
I know. I'm like, hey,
Would
can
you
you
like
call my
to
mom?
call Nassau Community College?
No!
Or it's like, do you want to call 911? I'm like, my mom.
I will in a second.
The great thing about the Nassau Morning Madhouse,
You can never overstay your welcome. Woo-hoo! The voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
As we were talking about before, Apple's releasing a new update to their iOS devices, iOS 11, and it is. I agree with you, Jamie. I'm a little upset about this.
I'm not.
So basically, it makes it easier to cheat in your relationships.
Ooh.
Now, I know it's not specifically built. Why do you do things?
Because it's saucy, and it's, Apple's trying to help out the underdog.
It's saucy. What time does that go on?
Shameless promotion.
We should probably plug that at some point. So essentially, what it does is it makes text messages. It makes text messages more secret. There's the ability to make it more secret. And you don't want. If you don't want someone to see it, you can delete it on your iPhone.
What? No.
Yeah, you can delete it on the iPhone. But pre-iOS 11, it would still exist on your Mac. Like, let's say, do you know how like iMessages, you can do it from multiple devices, like an iPad, a MacBook.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I literally text people in class from my computer.
That's
So
great.
Yeah, I know.
It's great. So, you can do that, but pre-iOS 11, it wouldn't delete from your MacBook, and you can still see it. With the update, however, the evidence is gone across all of your connected devices. So if you delete a text message, it's gone. If you delete an iMessage, it's gone.
What I saw, like, I read from somewhere else, like, I think it was Mashable on Snapchat, because, like, I'm a loser and I look at that stuff. Anyway, so I saw that if you screenshot while you have iOS 11, it tells the other person that you screenshot their text message. so that way they know what you're doing. I think that's awful because I'm a big fan of screenshotting things and being like, hey, look what this person said. I can't believe they did that. Yeah. And like, if I'm taking like 10 screenshots at a time, they're going to get 10 notifications knowing that I just did that. And then that's going to be super embarrassing. It's like Snapchat, but like,
yeah.
Have
you noticed that all social media nowadays is like going towards Snapchat?
Yeah, because Snapchat is awesome.
Like Instagram, they have like the stories now, just like how Snapchat
Whoa.
And now
does.
Facebook has it.
Which is, I don't think it's needed for Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram does not have stories, it's the feed.